Hello one and all, and welcome back to Let's Play Planet Explorers with me, EkkiThump. You may notice something immediately different about me and the girls this time round. Between episodes I finally got round to crafting the aluminium armour. We don't seem to have aluminium helmets. In fact, we don't seem to have any helmets better than the gold. So we've left those as they are. I've also gone ahead and crafted the upgraded energy shields. You may remember those, where we got those way back when. The recipe for those, which gives us about 50% more projectile damage protection. I've also wedged an extra power plant in here because it turns out the quarantine tent needs to be powered. So it wasn't actually working. I don't know if it actually does anything. But anyway, so this episode we're going out to the Pugin Swamp to track down a biowarfare factory, for which I have the helicopter on charge in the power plant. Hopefully it's almost complete, and then we can head straight off. It's about 53% done. So there have been some encouraging signs on the news from Powerferret. They are talking about they've just done basically a bug fix release, which does things like fixing up the skill tree in adventure mode, which is something we've not looked at all, obviously. But basically in adventure mode, you have to unlock skills to be able to use certain items, and obviously, you know, improve your mining and all that sort of business. But yeah, it's not something that affects single player, but it's good that they fixed it. They haven't fixed this yet, Adissa Mustafa Adissa, but at least it's not floating above their heads, is it? So
check out my movie.
There's still plenty of animals getting regularly slaughtered by the turrets. So we'll come back in when the helicopter's ready to go, and we'll get over to the swamp. There we go. Right. Now we can get outside and get airborne towards the biowarfare installation. Yeah, so as I was saying, they've not finished development of Planet Explorers. Despite the game being released, they've promised more features, more missions and so on. So I'm not quite sure what they're going to be, but plenty to look forward to. Another thing I wanted to say, the reason this helicopter is completely white, obviously it wasn't intended to be. Decals are apparently a separate download if you're downloading something off, and the website I went to is planetexplorersisos.com, which I believe is the biggest Planet Explorers ISOs website. But yeah, you get the decals as well in the same download, but you get them separately. You have to install those alongside the template. Otherwise, your stuff will be default texture, in this case aluminium, which is why the Hazard and the Spectre look like they do. But in order to fix it, I'll have to rebuild this, and this took ages to build. Well, I think we're in the swamp. There's some crazy... I actually thought those were buildings. It's weird trees. The virus concentration's getting real high. You think maybe we're committing suicide here? No, we'll be fine, I'm sure. So, secret biowarfare lab. It's over there apparently. I guess it's this thing. I think we need to fix the helicopter as well. Durability is getting pretty low. I'm not sure why, all we're doing is flying it. But it's actually smoking. Could definitely use some TLC when we get back to base. But we'll worry about that later. Right, what do we have here?
Numbers off the charts. The virus origin must be around here. This must be it.
Well, could well be. Enter the GRV maker. Oh, it's another instance. Alright, so we're going to the control room. Jeez, this is a funky place, isn't it? Nothing says alien quite like insectoid walls covered with lights. I can see an orange dot through this door. I'm not sure why we didn't have sound there.
Dangerous. Watch out.
I don't have any sound for the blasters. Not quite sure why. Pew 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 pew.
We're locked inside.
Pew 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 pew. Destroy the central AI. Pew 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 pew. It's literally fucking GLaDOS, isn't it? A little ball on the end of a rope. I'm glad I upgraded our projectile protection. Jesus, this is taking a while. Oh shit, that's not going to work, is it? That's not the sentry. That needs to be on something, doesn't it? That's got no bullets. Where's my missile sentry? Shit. Must have left it somewhere. God damn it. Alright, well, let's keep pinging away at this thing. Got stuck on this weird orb. Not quite sure what the best part of the shoot is. They're all shooting up there, so I'm just going to shoot up there as well. That's right, Roll. You keep pinging away with that all-powerful handgun of yours. Come on, maintain the DPS. We've nearly got it. Wish you could get bigger batteries. Actually, I bet you can get bigger batteries, can't you? In fact, I dare say I've probably got the recipe for a bigger battery.
Get a very
There you go.
high rating from here. The virus origin should be just ahead.
Alright, enter the virus computer room. Ooh, free chipsets, that's nice. No, actually. Energy... What the fuck are these things even called that I'm wearing? Battery pack. No, there's mini batteries, but I don't think they do the same thing. They're robot parts. Alright, we're clearly in hostile territory, so keep your rifles out. What are you going to say, Roll?
Yeah?
This place doesn't look right.
I know. The writings inscribed here are completely different from the ones over in the desert. It feels otherworldly, doesn't it?
Yeah. So, is that the virus? Oh, shop. Whatever. Put the gun away, you fool.
What is it?
Is that the virus maker?
That must be it. Look at the screen. It's still releasing the virus via this conduit up to the surface.
Yeah, I can clearly see that from this display that it's releasing a virus. What should we do?
We can try blowing it up, I guess. That might stop the output at least. But before that, let's grab some samples.
Oh yay, virus samples.
Now all that's left is to blow it up. Would you do the honors?
Sure.
It's working! The concentration is already dropping. Let's get the samples back to the colony. This place is giving me the creepers.
As you say, love. Surely it's not just going to let us walk back to the exit. Maybe it is. Guess so. Alright. Out the bug's anus we go. Right, you're right. Well, back to the colony then. Now, Roll, you've got those virus samples nicely secured, haven't you? I don't want you, like, dropping them while we're in flight or anything. I mean, this can be a very bumpy ride in this thing, and it does move quite fast. Well, here we are, chugging back to the colony. Let's pick that up before it chokes everyone to death. And I suppose we're heading inside to the terminal thingy. The colony core, that's what I'm thinking of. Is Erica? I think we're waiting for Roll to get inside the circle. That's probably her there. That blue dot running around the outside, trying to find us. Oh wait a minute, no, it's a moving...
Hey, welcome back.
Hey, welcome back. Hello, Viola. What?
How's the situation here?
Getting worse, I'm afraid. We lost more people while you were gone, including Lau and Warwick.
Oh shit.
Damn. Come on. Let's go talk to Dr. Zhang.
I saw that spam in the top left corner. I wondered if I'd accidentally kicked someone out of the colony, but I think they were saying their farewells to Lau and Morik, who've apparently died off screen. Hi, Doc.
Hello.
Hello. Well, here we are.
Yeah?
Anything new your end?
I'm still having a hard time studying the virus. It's offing itself quickly whenever I try. It's more advanced than anything I've seen or worked on before. Developing an antibody is going to be impossible since it's changing its surface receptors on the fly. I'm almost at the end of my rope. But the way our people are dying...
So everything on this planet has this virus?
I believe so. This virus pretty much explains what's going on this planet. I don't know which idiot decided to play God and release such a genetically destructive agent onto the world, but the changes must have been profound.
Why are the natives still alive then?
We'll need to have some blood samples from them to be sure. But I'm guessing that most probably did die from the different vector viruses. The current population of the natives are minuscule, right? They're probably the survivors that adopted to the GRV. Something to follow up on if we ever survive this ordeal.
Okay, so we went to the swamp and...
Wait, I'm tired. So let me see if I got this straight. You found a ship that was producing GRV. We're calling it gene restructuring virus now. And it was just off somewhere in the swamp, completely abandoned?
Yep, that's pretty much the size of it, Pleiades.
That's about right.
And these objects are what's in there?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, is there any way to extract data from these? They're kind of useless to me. Can you grab Michael or Odessa to take a look?
I'll do that. Be right back.
Can I help you?
Hi, holding up, Pleiades.
I haven't had the symptoms yet. I figured it's because we arrived in an area with a lower density of GRV in the air. Dr. Carter's the one that's suffering the most. He's been sick for a while and is trying to tough it out. Why don't you go see how he's doing?
Where is it? The alien object?
Here.
Yeah, just so.
Look at that.
We'll get right on it.
There's Michael. So they're going to study the GRV samples that we brought back. In the meantime, apparently Dr. Feelgood's not feeling good. So let's go and say hello. Hey, Doc.
Can I help you?
What's the word on the GRV?
It's utter crap. The little bugger that designed this needs to be beaten with an aluminum bat. We are now able to control all the subset viruses that the GRV uses. But the transposons are still doing a lot of damage to our DNA. We are trying to come up with a way to have our nanomedicine rewrite the DNA in the damaged cells. But frankly, none of us are skilled enough for that.
How are they doing over in the Mars colony?
Only one death so far, so they're much better off than us. We are pretty sure now that the severity and the speed of the symptoms depends on the virus concentration in the air. For some reason, the GRV enters a form of apoptosis after a while, so its concentration should become thinner and thinner away from the source.
Apoptosis is basically the word for cell suicide, if anyone didn't know. So basically the GRV virus is spreading for so long from the source and then just deleting itself. Anyway, we could have avoided this catastrophe.
Yeah. The moment we landed on this planet, we were doomed to have this epidemic. Probes did scan the surface for viruses and such. Found a bunch, but not the one that mattered.
So, how you doing, Doc?
I'm tired as hell, but that's normal. Remember that time we had the H9N11 outbreak back on Earth? I had a stretch of around 80 hours where I didn't sleep or wink. This is like that. We might even break the record. Hopefully Pleiades will give me something to work with soon. I'm getting
Too damn old for this.
We think we have something. Get over here now.
Jesus, that was fast, Odessa. Well, let's go and see what she's come up with. In the 30 seconds since we gave her the samples. Where the Jesus, she's gone back inside. It's going to take me longer to actually run to her than it took her to find the solution. Is she upstairs or is she downstairs? She's downstairs. Yeah. Everyone seems to like hanging out in the assembly core room these days. Hey Odissa, sorry about Lau.
He'll be missed. It's just so sudden, you know. One minute we're doing great, then the next a lot of us aren't here anymore. The realities of being in a strange land really hits home.
What do you think about the object?
This looks like a computer of some sort. I'm pretty sure of that. It's fascinating. We just need to power it up and see what's in the output. Hopefully it's got the virus structural data that Pleiades needs.
So when Roll said let's get some samples, I thought she was talking about the samples of virus. Apparently she just grabbed some samples, quote unquote, of the computer before we blew it up. You okay?
I've been taking some medicine from Dr. Carter to keep the virus at bay. It's kind of morbid when you picture a countdown clock in your head.
2 minutes to midnight and all that. So what did you find?
Oh, nothing. Just the entire structure of the virus and its formulas for mutation.
Fantastic news.
For us, this thing is also using the quaternary system, so we just plug it in and hope for the best. Turns out it's spitting out the virus data to whatever's making the virus. We can't understand everything that's being printed, but the molecular structures are pretty obvious. So are the formulas.
So does this solve our problem, Michael?
Yes, yes, yes! I'm making a vaccine right now to cope with the GRV based on the models. Whoever designed this was a devious bastard. If I didn't know the mutation patterns, it would have taken years.
Holy shit.
It also presents another problem. I'm very certain now that neither the Puja nor the Paja made this.
What? Why's that?
We've been decoding the local language over in the desert, right? Well, this isn't the local language. It's also a quaternary-based code, when the natives were still using binary. The virus factory design was also very strange. I don't think it's from this world.
They're saying it's from us?
That, I don't know yet. But it's not from Maria. I think we need to...
It's done!
Vaccine's done?
Yes, here it is. It's a dialed-down version of the actual virus. The GRV mutates too much. There's no way we can make the immune system modulate its antibodies at the same rate. From the design that you brought back, I found that there's something akin to a biocomputer inside the GRV that's storing algorithms for the virus's transposons in RNA. The computer's constantly passing off an integrase enzyme called PISHA-1, and that's what I want our immune systems to learn and lock onto.
Okay. Yeah, that all made sense. Talking at warp speed there. So the computer, there's a computer inside, a biocomputer inside the virus that's producing an integrase enzyme. Don't ask me what that means. Called PISHA-1, and she's hacked it. Have you tested it out?
No way. Only computer simulations. But it should work. We don't have the time to do a full clinical trial, you know.
I say we try it. Nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Here, a bunch of vaccine pills. Take them to Dr. Carter and take one for yourself.
Dr. Zhang, I'm gonna take some to the Mars colony if that's okay.
Oh yeah, here. I made lots of extras. I've already sent over the formulas to Dr. Saxena. Hopefully this will solve the GRV for good.
Boom boom. Okay. Right, Dr. Carter, I mean he should still be in the med bay, that's where he works. No, he's not. Where the fuck's he gone? Is he upstairs? Dr. Carter?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Old man Batar is getting really weak. The GRV's completely screwed up his liver and kidneys. I don't know how long he'll last without a cure. Damn.
Well, how are we doing?
The GRV sure did a number on us. Most of the sick are from the forest area landing sites. Which is strange, since we are so far away from that thing in the swamp.
Here are the vaccine pills from Dr. Zheng.
She actually did it? Holy joy dancing baloney! Does it work? Oh, whatever. Let's just administer them and see. It's better than sitting around waiting for the next person to die. I'll go first.
Hey, can you come back for a bit? This and I have found something interesting.
Sure, Michael. Be down there right in a minute. So we're not actually carrying the vaccine pills. They're for the purposes of the story, they're in our inventory at some point. All right, go to Michael. What's up, Michael?
How's it going?
What is this thing?
A computer. Its structure isn't too dissimilar from our tech. A hard drive,
All right.
a unified CPU and memory system, stuff like that. There are a couple of differences. I'm not sure about some of the hubs in here.
Yeah, he's still talking about the sample we brought back from the GRV factory thing.
You know, I'm not feeling sick at all. Seems like most of the colonists that are sick are from the forest area. Maybe the GRV concentration's higher there.
Could be. So what did you find?
We've been looking at its internal log and calculating the time it's been on. We figured that the machine here started operating about 87 years ago.
Roll told us that they discovered that the desert city died around the same time.
If Roll's correct and this is from another alien civilization, we can mostly prove it by checking out the swamp structure and see if it indeed traveled through space. I was hoping you would guide me there.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks.
Alright. Well, I need to repair the chopper before we do that. So let us, let's see, I can't remember which one, not the recycle machine, God no. The repair machine. What do we actually need? Oh, God. I don't like that, the way the windows don't function if they're overlaying on each other. Oh my good God. Do we actually have all this shit in our inventory? How? Well, okay then. No, not recycle. Oh, repair. Nearly made a very serious mistake there. So, we do actually have most of what we need. All we really need extra is a bit of fuel. Oh, and glass small. Shit, I think I've used all our sand. We need, let's make another 20 cells to start with. Yeah, shit, I need to get more sand. I don't really want to drive over there or take edges. I wonder actually, did I tell my minions to collect some sand for me? Apparently not. Okay, well I guess we can drive down to the coast and get some sand. Come on, we're going to the beach. This thing will need repairing next. So again, someone did tell me, oh, excuse me, someone did tell me that the beach is a good place to come and find animal feces. I mean, I can't see any. Maybe it's just because if they are here, they're easier to find. Definitely, oh God. I'm sure the base will be fine. It's got soldiers protecting it. It's got turrets all around. Let's just grab some sand and get back. Okay, that should be plenty. And we made it back in time for the battle. Alright. I'm going to put the... Well, we're going to repair the chopper. And it's probably best to refuel it as well before we go back out to the swamp. So let's make sure we've got everything we need. We need one more fuel. Okay, that should be... Oh no, and we need one more gunpowder as well. Dear me. It's a pretty small attack wave anyway, honestly. Alright, are we still missing something? What does it want? Oh, we need 25 plastic as well. Close enough. Right. Is that everything? No? Are we still missing something? Oh, do we need some water as well? I did tell them to collect an absolute shit ton of water. How is it? Why are these orbs in here? Let's see. Water. Oh yeah, I've got loads of it. Well, looks like the battle's going pretty well. Okay, let's go. Repair that. 49 seconds. And we also need to refuel it, as I mentioned. So this is probably a good place to leave off this episode. Let's see if we can take... Oh shit! It's actual bad guys. This is slightly less... slightly less exciting, honestly, without the pew pew of the lasers. Where's that last monster? Oh, it was him. And he's down. Okay. Good job, everyone. Thank you all for following my lead. Oh, the piss. Oh, it's well, it's Lau or the other one, Morik. We'll worry about him later. Anyway, yeah, so that's a good place to leave off this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. Like and subscribe if you'd like to see more gameplay of this game. Plenty more to come in the future. So do keep watching. For now, I've been EkkiThump, and I will see you next time.